Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is the Quarry blind playthrough. And Dylan and Caitlin are walking around like two blind mice inside a junkyard, and I'm trying to find a path around my dear friend Caitlin. Try and find a rotor arm so we can get the car running once again. And I'm not finding anything. Did find a harem scarum sign, so the Hackett family was probably involved in when stuff went sideways with the traveling freak show. And now we're just walking around here trying to find something useful. And this is one of those moments where I wish the game would like throw you a hint. Because it feels like I'm just walking around here like an idiot. I know I've been up there. Is there nothing we can interact with here? You think the one that's on the left should be the obvious choice, right? Like the one you're supposed to interact with to get things running. Monthly fact: the average car contains over 30,000 unique parts. That's good to know. Hackett's Quarry Junkyard. Registration ADFF674 SUV. Body damage. Do not account this or keep this off the books and out the way. ADFF674. Is that the car I'm looking for, or? Because they were driving an SUV. So do I have to find that specific car? And in the last episode I talked about the movie 13 Ghosts. And that it's not a necessarily good movie, but it's an entertaining movie. And I think when it comes to horror movies, there's been a decline over the last years. Not necessarily the last like 5 or 6 years, over a long period of time. Because I think horror movies, the horror movie genre, it has an abundance of shitty movies. And this subject I've talked about in previous videos. I think that it's very easy.
Look.
Thank God did I stumble across the solution. It's very easy to do a horror movie, but it's very hard to make a good horror movie.
Operated a crane before?
I actually used to be pretty good at the claw game at my local arcade. The kids used to call me the grabber.
No.
Oh, I hear that.
Look, why don't you see if you can lower it down so I can take a look under the hood?
Can I get the gun? Anxious, encouraging, stay on the lookout. Yeah, let's be encouraging. She's a lot better shot
Sure,
than you are.
sure thing. Just watch my back, yeah?
Yeah.
Why doesn't she join him up there? But on the subject of horror movies, it's very easy to make a horror movie. It's very hard to make a good horror movie.
Looks like somebody's mom never taught them how to
Because I
look
think
after
to make a
themselves.
good horror movie, you need to have like a tense build up.
Okay, let's see what we're
You have
working
to
with.
have good characters, good script
Too
writing.
complicated.
Because doing just
Back grabber.
big titted teens running in the forest getting stabbed.
What the hell is going on?
My bad.
Sounds like Marilyn Manson.
Alright.
But teens running around getting stabbed
Here
left
goes
and right, or just filling it with jump scares. Any klutz can do that. But to build up a sense of dread and discomfort with your viewer, that takes craftsmanship, and I think a lot of horror movies are just based off those cheap scares. Cheap jump scares, and
I think I found my calling.
I can
About time.
I definitely enjoy a good teen slasher. I'm a
Maybe we
big
can see if we can
I'm a fan
try and get
of
this
the
thing running.
Friday the 13th movies. I think they're great fun. They're not scary though. But I saw a movie. Oh shit, what's happening now? A movie a few years ago called Hereditary, which I thought was a great movie for the most part. Warren Caitlin. Hell yes.
There's something coming!
What?
Hide!
Smart move.
Oh, fuck. Dylan, get the damn werewolf off the damn car! Hurry the fuck up!
Honk. You'll risk killing Caitlyn if you don't. Actually, I changed. Said it sounded like Marilyn Manson. It sounds more like Rob Zombie. Come on, Dylan. Look up. Probably didn't kill it, but at least slowed it down. Yeah, I thought Hereditary was a good movie. It's one of those movies that had been better, I think, if it had ended like 30 seconds before it did. Because I thought the ending was a bit on your nose. Over. Like, really. In case you didn't get it. But it had very few jump scares, if any at all. Can't really recall, I've only seen it once. But it had those slow, creepy scenes where everything just felt really hostile, and a well-made movie.
I'm not leaving you. Dylan,
And
no, but
Go! Fucking run! Run away, Caleb! Get away from me! Ah!
Oh, so Dylan's been bit. I have forgotten about that.
So much for spending your first night after camp at a luxury spot, Em.
But after Hereditary, Hierophant, have no idea what that is. The movie the director did afterwards was a movie called Midsummer. Didn't care for that one at all.
Okay, I definitely heard something.
Because that was a movie about some American teens visiting a Swedish friend in his little village in Sweden, where they live in some type of
You seeing this?
old time
Main fuse is gone.
weird community.
Oh.
They are basically a cult,
What's this?
and they have a very, very odd,
Silver shells.
weird version of celebrating Midsummer.
Guess that solves the mystery of the missing fuse. It's fucking
Because for
everywhere.
anyone who is not native to Sweden and doesn't know how Midsummer works, basically what you do at Midsummer in Sweden is you have a party with your friends or your family. And a lot of people like to eat pickled herring. I think I'm not a fan. So me and my friends used to barbecue. And then you drink a lot of booze. And if you want to be traditional, you dance around a midsummer
Hello,
pole.
little trapdoor.
And you
Where'd
dance
you
or
go?
sing a song called Tiny Frogs.
Little heavy on the trapdoors
And if you don't believe me, look it up.
Okay.
But in that movie, as I said, they're basically a cult. And I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to waste my time talking about that movie. As I said, I didn't care for it at all. Oh, hang on. Is this the trapdoor from the beginning of the game? Right. Or beginning of the game that Ryan and Dylan found. So we're in Chris's office. But the biggest problem I had with the movie Midsummer was not the whole cultist thing, because I didn't find that very engaging, but the
You'll
characters.
feel better soon.
Cool.
That movie
feeling
failed to
pretty
make me care for the characters. So when
What
you
you
don't care
doing?
for the characters, you don't
Stop
give a
it.
shit about what happens to them.
Do you smell that?
No.
Never mind. Let's just find another way down. A way to Chris Hackett.
Or just a way out, maybe. I'm done being chased and stabbed.
Sure. And another way out. Fine.
It's like that movie, oh, what's it called? Don't Breathe. Where three teens break into a blind man's house,
Huh.
planning to
So-
steal his money.
Proof we're on the right track. Stay close.
Yeah, all
And
the
that is
better
one of
to
those
see with,
movies
my
where
dear.
quite quickly I started rooting for the old man instead, because that me and a friend of mine, we have discussed that movie a bit, or we have talked about it. That might be the whole plan from the beginning, to make you root for the old man, because these kids, they think they have big problems. I would say they don't. They don't have any problems that couldn't be
your step.
fixed
Yo, Yep.
by getting regular jobs. And I've never seen the sequel.
What was that?
I think
Is that Chris, perhaps?
we found Chris Hackett. Son of a bitch.
Oops.
Not now.
Oops.
Bobby? The gun!
I'm not quite sure what's going on here, because did I do good?
Thanks. For, not killing me.
Yeah. Likewise.
So, what now? Everyone's back to normal?
What? Oh. You think this is over? This isn't over.
I don't understand. Chris is dead.
Oh. Oh, Chris wasn't the first.
That's not possible.
Caleb. Kaylee. The girl you killed? Her brother.
What?
Caleb bit Chris and Kaylee. Chris was just trying to protect him. He was a good man, my brother.
Well, then who bit Caleb?
Silas. We've been tracking him for years. He's a gypsy, a transient. He'd been long gone from the area, but we hoped he'd come back so we could end this. Anyway, there's sightings up and down the coast. A feral albino child, giant white wolf.
White wolf.
What? What'd you say? Where? Where'd you see it?
Hey, let him go!
At the cabins earlier tonight.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it makes sense. It all makes sense. He must have been back for months, and he's what ran you off the road 2 months ago. Help me. Help me. We can still save Caleb. We can still save what's left of my family. We can help those who are still alive.
In what world would I help you? Suspicious. Why should I trust you? Let's be
Why the hell should I trust
suspicious.
you?
I'm not asking you to trust me.
No reason to be a
I'm
dick.
telling you we can end this. We kill Silas, everyone gets better. Everyone who's still alive anyway.
Okay. So,
Beyond the law.
where would we even find him?
I know exactly where to find him.
Okay, let's go.
Lead
This
away.
doesn't mean I forgive you for what you did to me.
I understand.
Can someone please get me some fucking clothes?
Well, I'm gonna end this episode right here, and I wanna thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman, signing off.